Major fail. Yeah, rename your show.
Top of the morning, afternoon, and the evening. It's the Wayne World Podcast. You know what it is. We gonna get that raw. We gonna get that real, that uncut. For so. You know it's your boy AntMoe. For so. You know it's your boy AntMoe. Boy, don't act like you don't know we love God. For so. Jip. For so. Alright, man, let's get into it. You know what I'm talking about?
Top of the morning, the afternoon, and the evening to you, whomever you may be, wherever you may be watching, looking, or listening. It's your boy AntMoe, trapping out of bando. Whoa, let me with your big baby. And working the Wayne's World, my middle name, you know what I'm talking about? We got my boy Randy and old Randale in the building, you know what I'm talking about?
Randy C. May, man. Can we cuss on here?
Man, we big cussing on here, boy. We offending Christians on here, and we is Christians, folks. Long way, you know what I'm talking about? Man, welcome back for another week of the Wayne's World Podcast, man. How you feeling, my boy?
Amazing. God is good, brethren.
Oh, man, that boy like tripping with that old brethren, you know what I'm talking about? Listen, man. Welcome to y'all, the Wayniacs. Welcome back for another week. I love you from the bottom of my corazon, my heart. You know what I'm talking about? You're my heart, girl. Baby, that's the reason why I love you. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to them boys, Marion and them. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, what we saying? On them folk grave, them. On them folks grave.
On them grave.
On folk them grave. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, man, but all the Wayniacs, welcome back for yet another week of the Wayne's World Podcast. And for the first time in casual listeners, yeah, come on back round now, yeah. Show them boys how you do it up in Harlem there, boy. And so, man, listen, I want to say this. If you're listening for the first time or you're a Wayniac, listen, man, the podcast is continually evolving. And that's a great thing because as we learn and grow, as we mature as men, as podcasters, as content creators, I look to hone in more and more on what it is, the message that I want to get across and the people that I am trying to reach. And so, you know, I would always tell you guys it's for the millennial, Generation X, blah, 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 blah. Well, we're going to go a little bit deeper from now on. So this is still a variety podcast, but it is for the classic man with an edge. I believe that a classic man is multifaceted. He's multi-layered. You understand what I'm saying? And essentially, I'm looking for the man who loves God, who puts his family first, and aspires to be great. And so if you are that man, or you know someone who is that man, or if you're a woman looking for that man, tune in. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
And so what is the name of the podcast for today for those first-time listeners? Jingle balls. You know what I'm talking about? Jingle balls, jingle all the way. You know what I'm talking about? Let me tell you something. I am a child. My wife just asked me last night. I literally was acting like I was just going to do dumb stuff to her. And she was just like, how old are you again? I don't know. I think I farted. And I was like, does that answer your question? Man, listen, we like to have fun, man. We like to educate, inform, and entertain. At the end of the day, we want to bring it on home. So welcome, man. I encourage you guys to tune in. And without further ado, let's get into some randomness. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, you random, huh? Random. Yes, Sirski. You know what I'm talking about? And so, man, this episode is indeed entitled Jingle Balls. So we have Christmas coming up in a couple days. And so I wanted to make the things that we talked about semi-centered around the ideal of Christmas, the things that we enjoy, you know, some memories, different things like that. So the first order of business for randomness, Christmas movies. Top 3 Christmas movies of all time.
Ooh, we're going to go with...
And hold on. So how we'll do it is you tell one, I tell one.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
We're gonna go all time, man. What's with my guy Ralphie, man? You'll shoot your eye out.
Ralphie?
Yeah, with Ralphie with the kid, he wants the Ranger rifle joint for the deal.
Bruh, I do not know.
It's gonna make me mad.
You want me to go look it up?
You got to Google it,
okay,
man, but that's the one. You'll shoot your eye out.
Okay, his name is Ralphie.
Yeah, Ralphie Christmas movie.
Okay, so
it may be called a Christmas movie.
A Christmas movie?
It may be called a Christmas movie. If I ain't
goofy. So I don't know what the heck has been going on.
It may be called a Christmas movie.
But the cord,
the
to my internet been wilding. It's been going. I think my cord literally has a short because we done slammed the door on it so much. on them folk them, I got internet though. But listen, I would say my first one while we're looking this up, got to be Home Alone. Home Alone 1.
Okay,
that's an easy one. Do you remember
A Christmas Story?
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
So you say A Christmas Story.
That's my number one.
Now I'm gonna tell you straight cap because you don't even remember the name of it, folks. You gotta remember the name if it's the number one movie.
You threw this on
A Christmas Story. So tell me, what is A Christmas Story about?
So little kid, man, he got this family with this weird dad and stuff, and Ralph is like this kid who wants this rifle, and the tagline for the rifle is "You'll shoot your eye out." And as soon as he gets his rifle for Christmas, he shoots it, and then he hits himself in the face, man. It's a comedy, man. Great movie.
And I can relate to that because we both shooters. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, not me, man.
I'm a shooter.
Nah, not me, man.
Hey, boy, stop playing, dog. Y'all know what it is. Hey, you seen people when they had a pinky, the pink out. Nah, I'm a shooter, folks.
Listen, I ain't nothing but old foot washer.
Hey, boy, go through one MOJ class, act like they been through. I've been through MOJ twice, folks. What's the line like a mother? No, but so Home Alone that's a movie that I could watch every year, that I almost have pretty much watched every year since I was about 8-9 years old.
Okay.
So Home Alone is my number one go-to. What's your number two?
This one here is questionable, man. Some people say it's not a Christmas movie. Some people say it is, man. I know what you're about to say. You already know, man. Friday After Next.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something else.
Friday After Next, man.
That's a Christmas movie.
Christmas movie all day.
It started out with them boys getting beat with the Christmas tree.
That's what I'm saying. We can't cancel this.
No, Ricky Smiley too, wasn't it?
Who?
Ricky Smiley.
Yeah, man.
Ricky Smiley beat that boy down. That boy beat the brakes off of him, dog.
Not the rolling, NASA Stoli. Yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm going to go Friday After Next, man.
Dang. I guess I'm going to have to be the true purist on here to really hit the real Christmas movies. I got to go to Grinch, folks.
Nah.
What? The Grinch?
No, sir.
Jim Carrey. Shout out to Jim Carrey. One of the dopest acting jobs ever.
Oh, yeah. Great
work.
The
best Grinch by far.
Great body of work.
Not even just that. Just that movie. Don't try to demean my dude down to
I'm mess you up. Is it my turn?
Anyway, hold on. Let me finish my turn? Week list. That boy got to throw trash Christmas movie list.
We're going to have to do a poll and see who had the better list.
Facts. Okay. We will. It's going to go up. This will definitely go up. Okay, so anyway, I've said Home Alone and The Grinch so far. He said
Christmas
Ralphie.
Story.
Oh, now you remember. Christmas Story.
And Friday After Next.
Yes,
sir.
Big whoop. Boy, that old hood list you got over there. How you go for super white, super black? You old goofy.
I'm so much of a diverse gangster over here, man. What you talking about?
Yeah. Hey, and I'm a purist. You know what I'm talking about? I'm pure inside. My heart don't pump no Kool-Aid. So let's go to number 3. What's number 3 for you?
You got to go with Elf.
All right, you got me.
I told you, Elf got to be above Grinch. What did you say?
No, it don't.
Okay.
That movie is super long, bro. Elf is super, super long. And there's some drop spots off in there.
Will Ferrell did his thing, sir.
Will Ferrell definitely did his thing.
My list is killing your list.
Hey, shout out to Will Ferrell. Hey, nigga, you got to put that in there. Shout out to Will Ferrell. You know what I'm saying? You did your thing. The old dude in there. Like, y'all did y'all thing. You know what I'm talking about? But listen. My third is in fact Elf as well.
Okay, finally agreed.
I gotta go Elf, folks.
Okay,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But there's no way it's touching the Grinch, bro. You ain't watched the Grinch in a while.
We watched it the other day.
You lying?
No
you
cap.
You lied. You see what he did?
Cap.
He said,
no cap.
This is what he did.
No cap.
We watched it the other day.
No cap. We watched it. No cap.
You a lie, pants on fire, folks.
Hey man, I ain't gotta lie, man.
Okay, so let's move it along. Favorite holiday foods. Top 3 favorite holiday foods. And my list is short, folks. My list is short as I was in 4th grade.
Folk, I'm finna mess some folk up, man. People ain't gonna like this one.
What?
My number one favorite food to eat around the holidays. I'm going with chitlins.
Are you serious?
Absolutely, man.
You lying?
No cap. Chitlins, sweet potatoes, and the good old macaroni and cheese.
You ain't no classic, dog. You old bootleg. That boy said chitlins.
Chitterling, sir.
Boy, that is pig booty.
What do you think you eat?
I don't eat.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, let me.
What you think you eat?
Hey, I gotta choose my words very carefully.
Same, man. I'm talking about food.
Me too.
Nasty Negro. Say, man.
Boy, that took me out. Listen, okay, so you say chitterling.
Man, you say anything for a sound bite.
No, I won't. This is AntMoe. Whole AntMoe, nothing but the AntMoe. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, bruh, all right, I'm going to say it's more of a side dish, and I would say mac and cheese.
Okay. Yeah, I can roll with that. Yeah.
I'm talking about that 3 to 5 layer mac and cheese. You know what I'm talking about? From scratch with the elbow noodles, folk. With the elbow noodles. You know what I'm talking about? That I actually do, that I'm going to be doing. I go hard, folk. Hey, you don't got no home to go to, folk. You can come see me. I feed you. I feed you and see your own back like the little homeless man. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, see? You see what I'm saying? Hey.
What's the rest of your list, Doc?
No, it's juice on you. All right, I go.
I named off all 3 of mine already. Oh, we were taking turns?
Folk, what did you say your 3 favorite foods was?
I said chitlins, my sweet potatoes, macaroni and cheese.
You ain't never say that.
I did. Run the tape back.
Man, I can't run it back right now, but I will.
You will.
All right, that boy how you gonna name his whole list? It's see, man, you be coming over here, you gotta follow the rules, folks. You ain't no. Hey,
well, you said that about the movies, but go ahead, my bad.
All right, so I said mac and cheese, you said chitterlings, or vice versa.
Yep.
Then you said, what you gonna say your number 2 is?
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes?
Yeah, yam.
Man, you old Negro, folk. you old Negro.
No, but old servant.
What was that movie? No, what was that book? How to Trick a Negro? What's the name of that movie?
Nah, I ain't seen that, folk.
No, it was a book.
I ain't read
How to Enslave a Negro. Somebody out here gonna tell me in the comments. But I would have to go with green bean casserole, folk. Fam, my auntie turned me on to that green bean casserole, and I had to go ahead and give up the ghost, folk, and start making it myself.
Oh, okay.
I make a fire green bean casserole, ask my family in them, on my folk in them grave.
You be threatening them, folk.
What you mean? Nah, fam. They eat it their own volition. They eat it their own volition, folk. I don't make nobody do nothing. I don't believe in forcing folks to do something they don't want to do.
Oh, my last one, macaroni and cheese, Doc.
All right, so
3.
you put that one last. I gotta go with the turkey only because it's a holiday staple. I happen to have people have wanted to pay me for my services in turkeys, in the matter of frying the turkeys and whatnot. So I would go turkey.
Okay.
Jive turkey.
Ain't no bad list.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, so moving on. All-time favorite Christmas memory.
Ooh.
Yes, Hersky.
Man, mine is mine used to be, man, everybody, like my grandma's house was a meeting spot. Mm-hmm. Like everybody knew we was gonna pass through grandma's house, so everybody would leave your gifts and stuff like that. So my favorite memory was getting up, opening my gifts at home, chilling with my family, and then going over to my grandmother's house and collecting my gifts, seeing my grandma, and she would have a little food prepared, man, and chilling over there for a little bit, man. That was my thing.
Now, was this the granny who used to keep that pistol in the trunk while she was at church?
Nah, man. That's the first lady granny, man.
Okay. All right. Boy,
that's the holy granny, man.
Let me tell you something. My boy family ain't been in them trenches, Doc. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. Okay, I would say it's granny related as well. My grandmother raised me, so I just remember being up late. I was the oldest.
Yeah.
And so she put a lot of responsibility on me to kind of be the overseer. You know what I'm saying? As you are going to get the responsibility if I was not here type thing. And so I would just sit up on the counter and watch her work.
Right.
It was nothing short of amazing. The reason that I cook starting at about 12 o'clock in the morning to this day, to this day is because of my granny. Like, real talk. Like, she wouldn't start until late because, black family, we eat about 1 because you got to catch you a nap.
Right.
After you eat, let that old itis kick in, wake up, watch a football game or something, eat again, catch you maybe another nap. Mm-hmm. Like, so I definitely would say, recipes of my grandmother as well. Like, just
R.I.P. that girl.
The fact that boy say to that girl.
Gone too
that
soon.
boy said R.I.P. to that girl.
Gone
Talking
too soon.
about my granny, folks.
Gone too soon.
Oh, I hate you. But anyway, so that's definitely my favorite memory, man.
Love it.
So I would encourage everybody, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, even if you are listening on any audio outlet, tell us what your favorite Christmas memory is. Share this part of it and, get some other people to chime in. Right. This is definitely a great time of the year where memories are made. Absolutely. And so with that being said, my guy, let's move on. You know what I'm talking about? Because we got to get into you gonna get these sports. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah. Huh. And we back in here. Hey, yeah. This ain't no intro. This that entree. Did that intro with Kanye and sound like Andre. Trying to turn my baby mama to my fiance. Hey, nice as you guys. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, man, shout out to the Little Rascals. Now, that's one of my favorite movies, bro. Look, I put Little Rascals over a couple of the movies we put in the Christmas, folks.
Okay.
I put Little Rascals above everything except for Home Alone. Because I can watch Home Alone any time of the year.
Too.
You know what I'm saying?
I can, too.
So yeah, man, Little Rascals is pretty clutch. By the way, Darla was a little ratchet at an early age, folks. Yeah, bro. Old boy pulled up in the little Rolls Royce and she was like, "Oh, you took my heart."
And she was twisting.
Yeah,
twisting too.
I'm like, fam, when now you sharing drinks with old buddy?
My kids can't watch Little Rascals, folks.
Yeah, folks, your little thought. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, okay. Admittedly so. Okay, last week, you gonna get these sports was a little long. You know what I'm talking about? It was a little long, it was a little strong. You know what I'm saying? We got it on. But I don't want to take up too much of your time this week. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get to it. And if, conversation with this guy, let me tell you something. You talking about turning your mic off this week, folk? They ain't going to hear you for the rest of the episode. So don't cap with me, folk, because I deal with ops like that. You know what I'm talking about? So anyway, Christmas Day. First of all, we have football. And I know you haven't been a big connoisseur of football, but just the idea of football on TV on Christmas Day, which has never happened before due to the corona situation.
Right.
Is that weird? Let's just say you is chilling at the crib. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing no extra job. You ain't doing nothing. You just chilling with your family. And you turn on the TV. You're going to have the Sears parade, Christmas Day parade, all that type of stuff. And you see football before basketball, which is a staple of Christmas.
Absolutely.
Is that weird?
It is weird.
It's definitely weird.
It is weird.
But I will say this, as me being a football connoisseur, I definitely will take as much football as I can get. You know what I'm saying? I'm super surprised that football is still going. The whole thing was a lot of people were predicting that football wasn't going to make it in college or professional because you got too many guys. Let's keep it as buck. Most men aren't as cleanly as women. So when you talk about social distancing, young guys in college that they trying to get to something, they trying to get to it and get into it, you know what I'm talking about? Without, you know what I'm saying, keeping it pretty clear, that it wasn't going to work. And it, in fact, has worked. So I'm glad that we're here, but I wasn't expecting it. So football on Christmas Day is a little bit different.
Absolutely.
But I do welcome it. But let's get into the actual basketball topic. Luka versus Lebron on Christmas Day. Now, let me be clear. There's about 6 games going on Christmas Day, which is obviously more than the usual. And matter of fact, I think the basketball season starts tonight.
The preseason stuff?
No, the actual season. It starts before Christmas Day.
Oh, okay.
But we got Luka versus LeBron.
Luka who? Who does he play for?
Luka Doncic.
Who does he play for?
I think that's how you say his name. Luka Doncic or Luka Doncic.
Who does he play for?
The Dallas Mavericks.
Oh.
Yeah.
They still got a basketball team?
Hold on. Let me help y'all out. All right. Since he want to cap, I'm going to cut that mic off because I feel like that's where he going with it. So just stand there and look pretty or something. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I ain't gonna do him like that. But anyway, yes, Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks, who is the prohibited favorite for MVP. Let me just throw that out there. Let's not act like that ain't a good thing, bro. He only 21 years old, dog. Yeah, you better tread lightly with me, folk. I'll shoot you on cam. Luka versus LeBron on Christmas Day. Do you expect for it to be fireworks though? Like, I understand what you feel about the Mavericks and all that, whatever. But you got to admit that there is some promise of this guy being a legit bona fide superstar. Talking about Luka.
Oh yeah, he's a superstar. Who else they got? Michael Finley?
No,
Steve Nash.
They have Kristaps Porzingis
and Sean Bradley. They big man, right?
Oh, you talking about back when you was a kid when you got muffed by Jason Kidd.
Who else they got?
When they was at Reunion Arena. I went and checked back. His daddy was over there working when they was at Reunion Arena. His daddy that's why they moved. His daddy tried to air out the whole situation because Jason Kidd muffed on Randall Mays. He came up there like, what was old buddy from that was on Moesha that went on Martin. He came in. That boy Randy had the little big ears. He came up. He was like, "Hi, sir. Can I get your autograph?" He said, "Get your old ugly." Oh, stupid. Yeah, you got big muff by Jason Kidd when you was a kid.
Nah, I think it's gonna be fireworks, man.
I think it's gonna be dope too, man. I agree with you, man. I think it'll be dope, and I'll be honest. I think the Mavericks have a good chance of winning only because the Lakers, they got a bigger goal in mind, and they are really trying to, get back and repeat. You know what I'm saying? LeBron trying to get to number 5 because he got 4 now. He's trying to get to number 5, so I think. For him, I think they might want to make a statement, but at the same time, AD is more than capable, and they made some good key additions to that team to make them viable to where LeBron doesn't have to play as much. But I do believe Luka showed even last year that he's got the firepower to really bring it to him. So I think it'll be something to look forward to.
Oh yeah, it's a good game. That's why they lined up for Christmas.
Favorite basketball moment ever? That's a fire question.
I'm gonna mix it up. I'm not gonna even go Jordan nothing.
No need.
I'm not gonna go Jordan nothing. I don't remember. Dang. Christian Laettner with Duke back in the day.
He's a Duke fan.
Hitting the game winning shot. I don't even remember who they was playing. But
they were playing against Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken. They were playing against Kentucky.
Yeah, so that him hitting that shot and then seeing all the emotions from all the players.
Yep.
That's my favorite basketball moment ever.
That would be a fire moment, except for I'm a Kentucky fan. Goofy. So that's a weak moment, in my opinion. What? Say something.
Turn my mic.
No doubt. It's gone. We can't hear nothing you're saying. Nah, don't tap on the mic, folks. We can't hear you. Man. Boy, that was a classic moment, dog. That will be funny forever. But, no, you know what? I will go professional, and I won't go Jordan. I saw the shot against Russell, you know what I'm saying, for sure. But I would say, man, Dirk getting his ring. You can change it if you want to. What?
I got another one.
Dirk? You no. Hold on. First of all, fam, you can do a lot of things on this show. But disrespecting Dirk ain't one of them. You gonna disrespect Dirk?
Yes.
Boy, you are trash, bro. You're a trash individual. I just want to tell you that. You're a trash individual.
How's that a big moment?
Bro, come on,
well,
dog.
it's your favorite basketball. Okay.
Bro, but I'm just saying,
that's a whack thing to pick, though.
But no, it's not, and I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
We seen Nash come into the league.
Okay.
With the weak looking hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Dirk come in like he got lipstick on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That boy airballed his first shot, if I'm not mistaken. Bro, he was booed in his own arena.
Okay.
So for him to go to that, to being a top 50 player.
Absolutely.
And what some would argue, he created the stretch 4 position, meaning the big man that could shoot the 3 and all of that.
Awesome.
How is he not? Well, so let me finish that. He's considered one of the top 5 greatest players of all time. Like, considering his height, considering his shooting ability,
he's a special guy.
Yeah. So why wouldn't that come on now, just to be from here too though. Like you cannot like the Mavericks and say, man, that was a dope moment, dog. For him, because he averaged 10 points in the fourth quarter in that series against Miami, who was the prohibited favorite. LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, who's went to Lincoln from Dallas. So shout out to him. But man, like, come on, bro. You took down a literal giant.
He did. Good job.
So, and he didn't have another superstar on that team.
Awesome.
So why wouldn't that be a dope moment?
It's not a dope moment, bro.
Man, you trash, dog. This
it's not.
He be doing this on purpose, bro. I swear. Word to my mama. But he doing this on purpose, dog. You trash for that. Speaking of that, fine, let's move on. So now for you talking, I'm finna dirk you, boy. Hey, 1v1v1, me, you, and that old boy JL. Yeah, I know you're gonna listen. Come get this work. Let's schedule it. He talking like he just gonna be there. Let's get the basketball and make sure we got the shoes. Let's pick the court and let's do it. Let's schedule a time because I'm tired of playing with y'all. I'm gonna create a great moment on both of y'all.
I'm gonna play y'all in church shoes.
Boy, that's because you don't plan on scoring. You see how it is? How he goes to and say, man, I locked y'all up. What you got? You ain't got nothing, huh? Okay. Hey, you ain't said nothing. You ain't said nothing, though. Time, place, let's do it.
You know my schedule.
Oh, you free?
I'm free.
Bet. By the next time we come back to the next podcast, we will have been and played, or we will have locked down a time that the episode, we will talk about it. Matter of fact, we're going to try to get JL on the next episode, and the video will be up on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube so y'all can see this, because I'm finna dog both of y'all on my mama and them, on my folk and them grave, folk, on everything I love. You know what I'm talking about? So, anywho, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, clear your throat. Clear your throat. Make sure everybody hear you nice and clear, because we're going to see how humble you. Hey, that boy going to be humble. That boy going to lay prostrate after the next episode. That's on everything I love.
I'm playing y'all in slides.
I hear you. Yeah, you going to get slid, folks. Come play on me. So anyway, man, we moving on, dog. This episode, I ain't going to lie, this episode cruising, folks. But it's going to be a good one. So listen, we moving on, dog, and we getting into the meat of it. You know what I'm talking about? And so, it's a lot to be grateful for.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that we don't talk about enough. I think we shouldn't wait for Christmas to be a time that we reflect with our families on the things that we are truly grateful for. And so this will definitely take a turn during this segment, because it's something I've been thinking about for sure. And as always, like, I encourage your engagement. Whatever you guys are grateful for, please put it below. Please like, share, subscribe, all of those good things. If you're listening on Apple Music, please give me 5 stars, all that great stuff. But definitely go to my Instagram. The link will be below, all that stuff, to let me know what you're grateful for. You know what I'm saying? Actually, send me a screenshot. Screenshot whatever part of the episode that you're watching, the part that you enjoyed the most, and tag us in it. You know what I'm saying? And then that will be a way for us to kind of connect with you guys and kind of see where we're at. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into the meat of this thing. What are you most grateful for? Oh, Randall.
Man, I got to go super simple on this one, man. But, man, I got to go with just this pandemic hasn't hit my household, man. I'm aware of what's going on around me. I've seen a lot of loss, a lot of job loss, and has affected people in the community that I serve, and has affected my church community. But as far as my house, it hadn't, up until this point, it hadn't, man, it's passed us over, man. So I got to be, I'm extremely grateful for that, man.
I wish I had time to talk about how God passed over things, boy. Dog, listen. Hey, once again, this podcast is for the man who loves God.
Yeah, man.
Who puts his family first and who aspires to be great. So I would be remiss not to let y'all know, fam, don't forget the actual Passover.
Right.
Where if that blood of the lamb was on the door, that spirit that was coming to take the firstborn passed over the homes. Lineages were preserved because of the faithfulness of the people who did what God told them to do through his messengers.
Yeah, man.
So that's a word in itself.
Absolutely.
I would say I am grateful. And I got a lot. I'm not going to cap with y'all.
Right.
And it's not to say that Randy doesn't have a lot, but he wanted to keep it simple there. And you can also still chime in. But I am grateful for opportunities that I've been prepared for.
Right.
There have been some doors that I have walked into and executed because I was prepared to walk into those doors and execute. See, a lot of people can talk a good game.
Right.
And we could all talk this, listen, in podcasting, in YouTubing, in professional fields. There's a lot of talking that is done, but only the real are going to rise up. Listen, the cream is going to rise to the top. And I believe that I am that Randy is that my circle is that. And I believe that when our greatest moments arise, we will be able to raise up with those moments because we are prepared for the greatness that God has put before us.
Right.
I'm grateful for this moment because I knew. See, this is the thing. You have to believe in what God has given you a vision for, even when the numbers don't dictate it. Even when the people aren't woke yet to what is really in front of them. I knew that this was a great platform, that the format was different, that the audience that I was trying to reach was somebody who could really use it, being believers, being men who love God, who put their families first and who aspire to be great, because it reaches, even though it can be broad, it still zeroes in people who are action based. But then I also knew that if Randy was a part of this, that it would just elevate it. And so I'm grateful for my brother Randy for reasons that I will tell you. Number one, even this roadcaster that some of you may or may not see in this shot, I knew nothing about it. And he sent it to me, and I did my research, and I was like, okay, I don't care what else you send me. This is what I need. And he'll tell you, like, I was like, no, I don't know, fam. This is it. This is all I need. Like, I heard you, he kept sending me stuff. So when he got scatterbrained, because that's one of his quote unquote flaws, even though it can also help him to maneuver and pivot, I was like, no, I'm locked in. I'm a person too that when I see something I want, that's what I want. I don't want nothing else. And it allowed me to get it. Even the clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sean Anthony. Shout out to Mario Armstrong. And shout out to David Shands, who have been dropping mad gems in Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Going back to last week, all the iPhone users, you know what I'm saying? We can be a part of that. Sorry if you Android it out. You can't be a part of that yet, fam. Wait your turn.
Grow up.
You know what I'm talking about? Stop acting like a little kid out here. You childish, nigga. So, but no, I'm grateful for my brother even linking me with Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Because it's allowed me to make some connections, and it's allowed me to be poured into by people who have vision and insight and connections that could put me in rooms and arenas that I never thought I would be in right now. And so I'm giving my brother his flowers now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not waiting for no funeral. I'm not waiting for something bad to happen. You know, he's a real friend that has been there, has been consistent. He's went through some traumatic situations in the last year that he didn't allow to be used as excuses to not let him show up.
Bless you, man.
To continue to take care of his family, his two beautiful daughters. You know what I'm saying? And to just be a dope friend. And so, like I said, I'm giving you my flowers while you still giving you your flowers while you're still here. You know what I'm saying? While we still among the living. And so,
bless you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so, what's on your wish list, my guy?
Man, I got some on my wish list.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Christmas wish list.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in the spirit of the season of giving. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't even want nothing, man.
Bruh.
I can't.
You know why? Hold on. Ooh, let me tell you something. I am him, number one. Let me tell you that. I am him. And I'm going to tell you why I am him. This is my next thing because I know how men think. I am a man. My next thing was, can and should men have things to look forward to during any season? He just said, I don't want nothing. Why is that? Why is that as men, priests, providers, protectors, we feel like we shouldn't ask for something, or that, you know what, I got enough, I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a stigma among the men who go out there and get it, that we feel like we have to take this, like, I don't know what it is. It's almost like a false humility, because we more than deserve for people to be mindful of us.
Right.
We deserve gifts. We deserve to get our flowers from the people that we take care of, from the people that we look out for the people that we reach back for. Like, listen, if nothing that I'm ever able to do in life for Randy is but to say, brother, I thank you and I love you for everything that you have done for me and been to me as a friend and as a man, he deserves at least that. And that just goes across the board for any man. You know what I'm saying? And so do you believe there is an issue with that? And my example was like Father's Day. Mother's Day, women get flowers. They get they got flued out. You know what I'm talking about? They get special, like, $1,000 dinners, whatever it may be. But for a man, we get the leveler. Nigga, I don't even know how to use a leveler, and that's sad. We get ties. We get a mug with a handprint on it. It is.
Well, let me go deep.
Yeah, go ahead,
Give
please.
me like 45 seconds to
Please,
go deep, right?
do your thing.
Here's how simple it is, man. So I'm going to go to Ephesians 5, right? We're going to talk about the role of the husband, we'll say the man and the wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a laundry list of things that the husband and the man is required to do, right? Mm-hmm. So you got the love, the bride like Christ loved the church, the submission. You got this laundry list of things, right? And then you go to 5, I believe, 33.
Mm-hmm.
The wife, the woman, it don't say nothing about even loving your husband.
Right.
It simply says respect. So you got this laundry list of things that we do that we used to operate in, and we built for. We built to sacrifice and suffer and all this stuff like that. That's what we're required to do. Mm-hmm. So there are some areas in life where it ain't going to be balanced. It's not going to be fair. We're required and we're built to do a lot more. And on the other end, whatever's done outside of respect is just a bonus.
So are you essentially saying that we truly don't expect more because we're built to not necessarily need as much?
Absolutely.
That's good.
They are Bible.
Come on, give it to me.
Bible. First Peter maybe 3:7. It calls the wife the weaker vessel, not weak, but the weaker vessel. And then
Right.
what we're called to do more.
Not weak as in
can't
incapable
handle.
or anything like that, but just emotionally wise, like in the order of how God designed things, you're the weaker vessel.
Weaker vessel.
Which I think most women, if they were being honest, could admit to that.
This is Bible, so there is no argument.
Right,
Yeah, so
right.
Yeah. So
look, that's Ronnie. That's Dr. Ronnie Wayne Goins right there.
So there's no argument.
He say my only thing is if we're talking Bible, if I tell you something, if I present a fact to you where we may differ, and the Bible says something different, the Bible wins. Shout out to Dr. Ronnie Wayne Goins, man. But no, 100% correct on that. You can't argue with the Bible, and that's why I think that. Although it's important that when I first started the podcast, I started out ranting, right? And I started out upset for people who was doing this and wasn't doing that and blah, 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 blah. And then as I got structure, I was like, man, this could be really gold. And I said, well, it's for everybody. And then I heard people kept saying, like, if you try to be everything to everybody, you end up being nothing to anyone,
right?
To no one. And that's why it's so important that we're talking about people who have faith, who are believers, who can grasp the concept of how we talk, because if they don't, they'll be completely lost. Right. See, when the Spirit came, it showed us our flaws. It showed us our weaknesses. It showed us that the way that we were living was foul in God's eyes. Without that, we cannot come to an agreement. We can't have an understanding. And so I unapologetically say that this podcast is for the believer. You know what I'm saying? Because these type of concepts that we talk about, right, we can't argue these things amongst believers. When we talk Bible, the Bible wins. It sits up high, and not just that piece of paper, but the Spirit that allows us to interpret the things through it.
Right.
So I won't even add to that or take away from it at the end of the day, even though I may have did both already. But I definitely agree with you. We are equipped to handle some things. And shout out to my wife. She won't have a problem with me saying this. I'm able to pull some crazy hours. And I've seen this man pull some crazy hours where it's all go. Ain't no play. And she was like, I could never do what you're doing. Like, how you able to do this and record this and edit that and then go to sleep for an hour and a half and get up? And when you call to it, what's that thing you say?
Come easy to you.
When you call to it, it come easy. So what might be my tiredness is, or my exhaustion, or not even that word, my disappointment, or my whatever the thing that I may feel, that's not even necessarily a physical thing, but a mental thing or a heart thing, is because I put so much pressure on myself to execute. It's never because I don't feel like I'm supposed to be doing what I'm doing, because I'm called to it. And when you're called to it, it ain't work. It's hard work, but it ain't work. It's a difference. Yeah. And so, yeah, man, that was dope. So moving on, should men still be looked at as, or recommended as, providers? Like, should that be our designated role in 2020 going into 2021? Should it automatically be that we're going into a relationship? So should in 2020 going into 2021, should the man still be the automatic person that is looked upon as being the provider? Just provider. We're not talking about priest or protector. We're talking about financially in this climate. No matter what you think or believe, should I go in saying, you know what, I'm assuming the lion's share of the bills, etc.
I think there can be, the man needs to make some kind of money. He needs to be able to make money. He needs to make some kind of money. You have to.
Yeah. I just told my wife yesterday, literally, teach me how to fish. Don't feed me. See, because if you teach me how to fish, I can feed myself for a lifetime. But if you just shove it in my mouth, I can't. Right. Fam, you are handicapping me. And so I definitely agree with you on that. It is very important that we, as men, we got to know how to go get it.
Yeah.
That what Pastor deemed as crackhead hustle. You got to be able to go out, if you ain't got nothing, and figure out how to put it together.
Right.
And have a body of people who you can depend on to bounce ideas off of, to say, hey, do you got this in mind? Like, networking is incredibly important for a man, right, for a business owner, entrepreneur, etc. So I agree with that. Yeah. So and this isn't even on the topic, but what should the responsibilities of a woman be? Hey, listen, I'm going to take the Michael Todd approach. We humble, open, and transparent. We want to also speak to the woman who may be watching, who wants this man that we've been speaking of as our demographic, so that they can really learn and be able to be in position for a man to choose them when it's necessary.
I'm going to go with number one. Mm-hmm. A man can put up with a lot of things, but a real man is not going to deal with disrespect.
Facts. That's also Bible.
Yeah, I think we're built to suffer, so we can deal with a lot of things. We can deal with. I'm not you got to cook, you got to clean type of guy. Mm-hmm. I ain't tripping.
Mine got to do it,
but
I feel you.
But man, we can deal with somebody who never cooks, never clean, but that disrespect piece.
It's something about a woman who is intentionally disrespectful to you that can destroy everything around you.
Yeah.
Listen, when a woman is on your side, when she is operating, for those of you who don't know, when the woman is described in the Hebrew, the wife, it's the same word as the Holy Spirit. Helpmeet, paraclete, comforter, counselor, peripateo, pick up 2 feet and walk beside you. These are the characteristics of the Holy Spirit, which is a part of the triune God, but then also describes the role of a woman. That's a big deal. So when we talk about not being the weaker vessel, this is what we mean. Your role, if you know how to play it properly, you can make me feel like I can scale a wall. But if you don't, and you're disrespectful and you're demeaning and you make my feats and the things that I'm working towards seem as minute and small as nothing, then you can destroy everything that God has been trying to build up in me through you. That's big. That's big. What, you got something else?
It's the respect for me.
Respect. It's the respect for me.
I mean, that's literally everything. You showed me the respect. Cause I don't think let me be quiet, but it's don't do the disrespect piece.
You gotta see, no, this is what I encourage you, man. And being on this platform, cause I typically lay everything bare. That's just me. I been listening to Mario Armstrong, and he said, I think he said something like transparency or genuineness is the new currency. And he was pretty much saying like, that's what's going to get you in front of people. I encourage you to not think that what you're going to say is going to be offensive or that it's going to turn people away. It's kind of similar to the Kevin Samuels thing. People actually want to hear these things, but they just don't know or think that they do until they hear it. You know, it's kind of like how we do women sometimes when we say, well, I didn't want to tell you because I thought. Right. And it's like, no, they can actually handle it. They just need to hear it because what you may say may set the course of this woman pivoting and changing herself in a way, totally her choice, but positively changing herself in a way that could help her be in position to receive the man that God has for her.
I'll do it. So if you're dealing with, if you're a woman, you're dealing with somebody who is above average. I mean, if they're checking off a lot of the boxes as far as where you want them income wise. If you look with somebody that's in church, they take care of their business, they respect you, they treat you like gold. That man don't deserve not that any man deserves disrespect, but that man there don't deserve an ounce of it.
Definitely doesn't.
You have to be careful because that very thing that you're disrespecting, somebody's watching closely. You get treated like a queen. Be careful.
You know what you know the saying, well, one won't do, another will gladly do.
But I
ain't saying no, and that's not nothing sexual. And I was capping earlier, but I'm married, so I can say what I want to say. Okay. But no, seriously though, all I'm saying is that some people die for what you consider to be small rations, slim pickings. Some people see it as everything that they've ever wanted or desired. And so that's very key. I think that whole respect piece is so important because it's like if a woman can respect you, it's almost like I can feel the love through the respect. That's a part of it. And I think the way that we're wired, see, the problem with a lot of the society is that we try to make all this equal talk and, oh, women are the same. And it's just like, no, we're not the same. If we are going to continue to let society tell us what our norm is or what we should expect, we're going to continue to set ourselves up for failure because God has set a plan out for us to walk out as men and women of God, as brothers and sisters in Christ, to operate in the way that we're designed to and not how we feel we should. Emotions aren't a part of this. Emotions aren't a part of Bible. Emotions aren't a part of destiny and purpose. It's what God has called us to. And if God has called me to you as my wife, I have a certain responsibility over you that far supersedes what yours may even be as a wife. Right. And it's no disrespect to you and what you bring to the table and who you are and what you even may have accomplished before
value.
Me.
They bring tremendous value.
Right. What you accomplished before me may have even been great.
Right.
But when you sign up to be a part of my lineage, you change your name and you are a part of AntMoe's tribe or you're a part of Randy May's tribe, we're talking about a whole new identity.
Yeah.
And that may have been, you may have spent 40 years achieving, but when you walked into 41 under the covering of whatever that man or whoever that man is, that's when you finally walked into your purpose. And so I just encourage women who may be listening, please respect that man. And husbands, please love your wives.
Absolutely.
Like, because this is the thing. My wife may come to me with a lot of things that she can't handle, but it's nothing to me.
Right.
And not like I don't care, but I can wear it.
Yeah.
I could put it on my back.
Right.
I could put a plan in place, and then we can execute to alleviate that stress that you feel, that hurt, that pain. So men, walk in your rightful position.
Absolutely.
And God will do the rest.
Yeah.
So as we end the meet, I want to get into Jesus, the reason for the season. As we talk about Christmas, as we talk about gifts, as we talk about family, all of those things, it's important that, or I would be remiss if we didn't break it down to the bare bones and understand that whether you believe Jesus was born on December 25th or some first week of January, that this whole season is not built around how much stuff you can give your kids,
right,
a new tennis bracelet for your wife, a PS5. It's built around the coming King, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, who died on the cross. You know what I'm saying? Who gave himself for you and me. Right. I would say in this season of life, not this season of Christmas, because the biggest thing that we hear is it's the most wonderful time of the year. And it's like, but why? Is that even a thing? Like, should we really look at this literally this month as the most wonderful time of the year, which means that all the other 11 months are trash and we just deal with the coronavirus and whatever 2020 has been to us? Or should we be thinking in a different mindset to say, no, this may not be the best time. This might not be the most wonderful time of the year, but it is special to me.
Right.
Because if my Savior was in fact born around this time, right, and, you know, the purpose that he had on earth, then yes, this is something special. What are your thoughts on that? Just Jesus being the reason for this season, even just your gratitude for the price he paid, etc.
Yeah, man. So for me, I go with as a child, it's the most wonderful time of the year because you get a lot of toys and stuff.
For sure.
Some kids. But now you acknowledge it. You're acknowledging they was born, whether it was during the summertime or like you said, whether it was now. You taking this time period to acknowledge it, to kind of slow your life down a little bit and kind of acknowledge that there was a king born. He was sent here for a reason on assignment. So that's kind of my approach to it right now.
If we are modeled after the Christ, if we are made in the image of God and we are supposed to follow in his footsteps, don't negate your assignments. All of us are assigned to something for a reason. Don't get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of this season, right, that we don't understand that there's somebody that we're supposed to give the gospel to, that we're supposed to bless. You know what I'm saying? That we're supposed to forgive, fences that we're supposed to mend. Right. I told my family just the other day, Michael Todd, shout out to Michael Todd. He's been doing a Forgiveness University thing, and it caused me to pose the question to my family: is there anybody here that's holding on to unforgiveness or bitterness towards somebody? And everybody said in some capacity, yes, I'm still holding on to something towards somebody.
Wow.
And it caused me to let them know, to whom is forgiven, you must forgive much. If you're not forgiving somebody for whatever the reason, you won't be forgiven before the Father. That's not a light thing to look over. Imagine not inheriting the kingdom of heaven because you didn't forgive somebody who wronged you when you were 12.
Right.
You know, this is a perfect time of year, if for nothing else, but to gain a proper perspective on what we are all here for. At the end of the day, people, we are here to be put in relationship with God. You know, from the beginning, before the fall, God wanted to be in relationship with us. Now he's been on a mission to redeem us that he did through Jesus. And now we have to accept that. So I am grateful for what he did. And I look forward to being with him again one day. So with that being said, we will move on to the outro. All right, man. You know, that was a little deep. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. But it's needed and it's necessary. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, as believers, man, we have to keep the right perspective. All right. And so I'm gonna mesh in just a question of the day because it's not as thought-provoking as usual. But my question is, have you visited thewaynesworldstore.com? You know, there, actually, I probably need to have just that up because my YouTube is on there and my audio link is up there. Now, I'm going to be changing from Anchor soon. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I've learned so much through Clubhouse that I don't own my audios, essentially. Like, I don't own my RSS feed. So if they want to repurpose my audios and use them for something else, I don't have true numbers. So my numbers could be way better than what I've seen. I know they're not worse than what I've seen, but they could be even better. And so what I'm going to be doing is moving over so that I can reach an even broader audience. I don't know the company I'm going to use yet, but I do have options. So with that, none of that matters. Have you checked out waynesworldstore.com? If you haven't, please do. Buy a shirt. Go through there and subscribe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go sign up for the email list. Do something just to bless your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking for much, I don't think, but I think it would be great in the grand scheme of things for us to build our tribe. As I hone in on the audience of men and even women that I desire to be in front of, you know, this is a part of it by you guys being faithful and locking in with your boy.
Sure.
And so, we were supposed to do a giveaway, but we're not doing it. So we're going to move on. And actually, this episode is going to be right up under an hour. But I do appreciate everybody who's been listening. This would be a time to shamelessly plug the Wayne's World Podcast. My Instagram is at the Wayne's World Podcast. All the links will be below for you to connect with me, communicate with me, suggest topics that, you know, the type of men that I am looking to reach want to talk about. If you have questions or even just some, you know, constructive criticism, whatever it may be, I just want to engage with you guys more. I thank my boy Randy for yet another week of a dope podcast. And so I ain't missing this week. That boy did the salute right in the middle of his forehead. But nah, man, I love you guys. I thank you. I appreciate you for everything that you have done. The people that I've connected with recently.
Yeah, man.
Let's keep growing. Let's keep grinding. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to say this right before I end it. Please don't get it mistaken. This is a podcast, but I believe I'm built for this. Yeah. And I desire to feed my family off of it. I want to do great things. I want to box with the greats. The Joe Buddens, the Gillies, all of those people, I want to be right next to them. I want to be shaking hands, rubbing elbows with these same guys because I know I have what it takes to be great. So show that love. Watch the video, like, share, subscribe, all those good things. Give me 5 stars. Continue to rock with your boy. Go shop at waynesworldstore.com. Sign up for the email list. All those things that you could do. And remember, life is hard enough. So don't just live elevated. Until next time, I love you. May the Lord keep you. I'll see you at the conference. Peace. You know what I'm saying?